Awesome. Go live. Go live. Streaming on Instagram. Awesome. And it's going to be streaming on YouTube. Okay, I think everything is set up. Let me just check my recordings. I'm just checking for sound. And edit. New moon readings. We're good. Save. And edit. Cancel. Save. And I do have someone. Hey, I see you there in the chat. Awesome. Okay, cool. We're good to go. Perfect. Okay, thank you all for tuning in. All right. Hey, what's up, everyone? How's it going? All right, everyone, welcome in. I'm giving everyone a few seconds here to get into the lives. I'm live on YouTube, live on Instagram. Awesome. Okay. So if you are watching this live, if this is your first time, welcome. My name is Daniela, Purple Star Tarot. I am your cosmic cleric, your dice diviner. So here I roll these astrology dice, and we're going to see what the cosmos wants us to focus on, and then I'm going to consult the tarot cards, oracle cards for some energy guidance for the pathway moving forward. So today our reading is going to be for the upcoming new moon in Taurus season. We're going to be looking at the cosmic frequencies surrounding this energy. And Taurus is all about grounding, stability, embodiment, building something sustainable. So I have this card here I'll show you as well. Oh, there we go. New moon in Taurus. There we go. So with new moon in Taurus, this is a powerful time to reflect on things like money patterns, your body wisdom, the nervous system regulation, relationships, reciprocity, consistency, rebuilding after chaos, sensuality and creativity, as well as values alignments. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to first roll this dice. And with this dice, we will be able to see who the first reading is for. And then once I do that, I will roll the dice for each individual sign as we go along. All right, let's go ahead. First sign I have here, Pisces. First reading is for Pisces. All right. Let me get this set here for Pisces. There we go. All right, first reading that we're going to do is for Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising. Okay, so now I'm going to roll these dice, and we're going to see what the reading is going to be about, what the cosmos wants us to focus on. Sun, Aquarius, first house. Okay, so this reading is all about yourself. Like, we get your sun sign popping out. Well, I mean, the sun planet. That's the situation that we look at. So I'm going to put out these cards so we can use our intuition together. We have sun. Sun is going to be the situation. So that's like how you present yourself, how you shine in the world, your source. Where does your source of energy come from, and how do you present that? Okay, and then the second one that we're going to look at is going to be how to do that. So the card that's coming out here, I'll show you Aquarius. Aquarius says collaborate. So Aquarius is all about like the energy of the 11th house, which is connection, collaboration, philanthropy. So yes, and then the next one that we're going to look at is going to be where in your life is this showing up, and it's showing up in your first house. First house energy is again yourself, how you shine, how you show up in the world. So arrival is what's written on this card. So with that, source, collaborate, arrival. So Pisces, the message for you right now is that Spirit wants you to be able to be yourself with other people, being able to not be afraid of being that eccentric weirdo that you are, that dreamer, and just going out there and being able to do that with others. So now let's look at tarot cards. Just keep these up here. Look at tarot. All right. If you're tuning in with me for the first time, my name is Daniela, Purple Star Tarot. Thank you so much for joining. Okay, so now I'm going to look at tarot cards, and these... Oh, I just heard a ringing on my phone. Oh, wow. Okay. Sorry about that. Okay, so what we're going to look at now with tarot cards is what the guidance going forward is on this situation. Okay, so let me just, I've already shuffled the cards. Let me split it into 3 here. 10 of Swords, 5 of Wands, the Sun. Ha, that's funny. Okay, we got the Sun. You've rolled the Sun out for you, and now we're getting the Sun again. So again, it's telling you this is what you need to be. Get out of the shadows. Get out of the thinking too much about what's going on. Okay, so first one that we're looking at, 10 of Swords. 10 of Swords with the situation is 10 is a number of endings, and Swords is your mental energy. Okay. And the words on there are endings, final, closure. Okay, so Pisces, moon sign. Okay, so yes, you are a dreamer, but you're meant to dream with others. You need to make a change of action. Okay, changing your actions is necessary to go in this new moon cycle. You know, like I said, that Taurus energy is all about the growth and relationships. So that's what I'm seeing here. Okay, so 10 of Swords means, Pisces, for you to change the time of this thinking about shining is over, because it's your time to shine right now. Okay, that's the situation. And then the actions to take on it: Aquarius related actions of collaboration. I got the hiccups all of a sudden. Okay, but then 5, a number of change. Wands is fire, passion. Okay, so this is telling you to get out of your head. Okay, so whenever I see these 2 cats here, like one is your inner cat and one is your outer cat. So it's like, not even your outer cat, like one is your ego self maybe, and then the other is your higher self, where you are being called to change. Quit thinking so much about how you're going to shine and just do it. To competition, debate, defense. Those are the words on there, okay? But I'm feeling like this is them telling you, like, this is not a competitive moment. This is a collaborative moment, okay? So, like, go out there and connect with the people that are shining in the way that you do. Maybe when it comes to, like, the interests and things that you're interested in. But here is going to be the final guidance going forward is be the sun. Be that shining light. Not be afraid of sharing your fire with other people. Because if you're only burning a fire for yourself, that you're not able to... You know, like, fire is meant to be a communal thing. You know, sit around the campfire with your people that want to be in the same energy with you. Yes. So... let's see what the cards say underneath as well. Just get a full picture of what's going on. Page of Wands. 10 of Cups. Ace of Swords. Okay. Awesome. This is great energy to have, Pisces, okay? So, when it comes to the 10 of Swords, like I said, this, like, I'm reading them in a zigzag now. Okay, Ten of Swords says time for us to make that big change, to end the thought process of staying in your moon, because it's time to come out into the sun. Okay, and Page of Wands is telling you, take that fire that you have within you and being able to share that with others. The words on here is good news, communication. Page is new energy, so it's like we had to end this old energy of thinking too much about it and just do it, which, you know, translating, saying that we're no longer in the mental headspace, but moving into just the fire, going for it, and being able to make the change that you need to, of where you're exerting your fire, exerting your energy and your passions, so you can have this happy connection with other people. Because I got Aquarius for the middle section here, and Ten of Cups is coming out. So we got 10-10. 10-10, which I'm thinking of like 10-10 as 2020, like 2020 vision, which you do have a vision. You have the thought in your mind to be able to go forward and collaborate with other people. The Ten of Cups here, and cups is your emotions, cups is your love, cups is, so it's telling you to like take all of this dreamer energy that you've had of like what the future is going to look like, what you could be doing. It's telling you to work on that with other people. You see there's 3 people on this, so that 3 is a number of connection and creativity and collaboration and expression. So you are going to be able to thrive. The words on here is prosperity, joy, family, contentment. Okay, so once you are out of your ego self, or the self that's telling you, oh, maybe I can't connect with other people, or maybe I'm not meant to be doing this, that you are going to be able to shine because you are the sun. So your future guidance with the sun, take all of these awesome ideas that you've been thinking a lot about, going from 10 to 1, ace, change, decision, actions. So this is just further coming back and telling you that you are going to be very prosperous in this season if you take the time to take all of that awesome stuff that's inside of you and bringing it to the forefront with other people. Swords, again, that's mental energy, that's your intellect, that's your intuition. You're going to be able to make this big change happen, but you have to take the action to do so. Final card I'm going to look at is going to be a card from the Angel Tarot deck, and this is going to give us the message, the final guidance here for you. So let me shuffle this deck here and pull a card out for you. Okay, card that came out, the Emperor. Logic and organization will increase your success. Take charge of the situation, accept a leadership role, structure, and discipline. So this is fire energy as well. We got the sun, fire. We got Emperor, which is fire. We rolled the sun. And then Aquarius is that mental energy. Okay, so we got lots of air and fire going on here. So air and fire together. I'm like, what I was just seeing was like a campfire, and it's like swaying in the wind, and it's not going out. It's just warming everybody around you. And with that, there's organization, there's structure in that fire, okay? But then also adding to that, there's people around the fire. So if you've been thinking about going to, I don't know, drum circle, that's the first thing that came to my mind. Like, go out and do that, because like you are not meant, like you can still shine in the dark. That's what I'm feeling. Okay, we got all this sun energy, and you've been in the moon energy. So take your intuitive thoughts to the forefront and you'll have nothing but success. That's like the word success is on the future guidance on this card, Ace of Swords, and then we have this like literally saying that you take charge of your situation and you're going to see success for that. Okay, so that's the reading for you, Pisces. Yeah, thank you so much for watching that. So if this message resonated with you, and you just make sure that you like, follow, share this with someone who may need guidance. If you want to book a personal reading, you can definitely do so. My links are all in my bio. But yeah, that is it for Pisces reading. Thank you. Let's go ahead and get to the next reading. What's up, everyone? Thank you so much for tuning in. I go live on, honestly, I go live when I feel called to do so, and that happens to always be around moon cycles. So if you're following moon cycles, that's something that I do. Definitely like and subscribe so you'll be able to know when I'm going to be going live next. Also, follow me on my socials. That's where you'll also get notified about this as well. Okay, cool. We're ready for the next reading. Let me get my dice ready to go. Awesome, awesome. Here we go. All right, well, thank you. If you're just now tuning in, my name is Daniela with Purple Star Tarot. I am your Cosmic Cleric and your Dice Diviner. I roll astrology dice to see what the cosmos wants us to focus on, and then I consult the tarot oracle for energy, guidance, and pathway moving forward. So this reading is for the new moon in Taurus that is coming up, and we're going to be looking at the cosmic frequencies surrounding this energy. And Taurus is all about grounding, stability, embodiment, and building something sustainable. All right, so now here we go. I'm going to roll the next Zodiac dice to see who the next reading is going to be for. Scorpio. Next reading is for you, Scorpio. Okay, awesome. Here we go, Scorpio. All right, Spirit. I'm gonna roll this. I'm gonna roll these dice. See who the next. Sorry, we're doing the reading for Scorpio. I'm gonna roll this dice to see what the cosmos want you to look at right now. You also got the Sun and Aquarius and the 5th house. Okay, so that's really interesting. Like, we're being told across the board so far is that we need to shine with our people. Okay. Scorpio. Okay, so first house, the first roll that came out was the Sun. The Sun is about yourself. That's how you shine. That's how you show up in the world. Okay. Aquarius energy. This card says collaborate. Okay. Looking at this picture, honestly, I know that Aquarius is air energy. Air energy is your mental intellect, okay? And it's the water bearer. You're pouring these thoughts into the collective, okay? Collaboration. Sharing what is coming from your mind to the minds of those around you, like-minded minds. This is the action for you to take. And how are you going to do it? You're going to do it with this 5th house energy. I always love seeing this 5th house energy because that's it just excites me because that's like your passion, that's your drive, that's your inner child, that's your playtime. So I'll show you the card that we have here for 5th house. They're like literally painting together. Look at this. Okay, awesome. So with that here, Sun, Aquarius, 5th house, Scorpio, make your art with people. Share your awesome ideas, your drive with other people, with groups of people. Join an art collective. Do something like that if you're not doing that already. But that's what Spirit is wanting you to do in this moment. And like I said, we're in we're going to the new moon in Taurus energy. Okay. And this is, I feel like this is really telling you all of this, whatever's been blocking you is for you to get it out, transmute that blocking energy into something that is going to be creative. So if you write, if you paint, if you do some kind of art, get that out. Okay? That's what Spirit wants you to do. Okay, I just looked at the bottom of the deck. I'm about to look at tarot cards, and we got Four of Wands. So that's telling you, again, connection, okay? Let me go ahead and shuffle these cards so we can get some guidance from the tarot cards. Okay, cool. Now I'm going to split this into 3 piles. So we got a message here for you. I feel like some of these cards need to go over here. There we go. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Star card. Look at that. We got the star card. Love seeing that. Okay. And then we already rolled Aquarius, so that's related too. So let me go through this for you and see what Spirit is guiding you to do. Okay. Make that decision. 2 of Swords. 2 is a number of making choices, decisions, balance. Swords is your mental energy. All the words on there, choice, decision. You see that lady? She has her eyes blinded. It's time to make the decision what you're going to do, because this is very similar to what we just did for the last reading, is you need to shine. You are meant to shine in this time with the ideas that you have in your mind. We got the Sun. Bring your ideas to the light. Okay? And second one we have here, 4 of Cups. 4 of Cups is telling us here that this is our... this might be what you're stuck on. I feel like this is where the blockage is happening here. With the 4, okay, 4 is a number of stability, Cups is emotions, okay? And I feel like the reason why you've been blind, like this person is looks like the same person, both these pictures. So you've been worried about your stability so much that you haven't had the time to actually work on the ideas that you've been thinking about. And with this, like, Spirit is giving you that thing that gets you emotionally connected to the world. Okay, you see the cup is coming from the sky, and you're just sitting there with like the 3 cups that you have, and you're like kind of like, okay, why why this is kind of boring, like the things that I have around me right now are not fulfilling, because you're so worried about the stability of not rocking the boat is what I'm kind of feeling like. So this is a time to be able to share what lights you up, share your individuality with those around you by doing it in like a creative way. So you may not be like physically with the people that you need to be working with. This might be online ventures maybe, but you're a star, okay? And people see the way that you operate and see the way that you create, and that may not be fulfilling to you, it feels like, but it does help people around you. Okay, so let's see what cards we have underneath. King of Wands. Strength card. 9 of Pentacles. Awesome. Awesome. Okay, so what's going on here, Scorpio? right now the situation is showing that, okay, you know that you're supposed to be shining, but you're just kind of making that decision of like how to do it, because you want to be motivating, and also you want to show that you are able to listen to your intuition. Okay, that's what I'm feeling. With the King of Wands, the words that are on here are motivation, honor, standards, wisdom. Okay, so I feel like Scorpio that I'm talking to, you have like a big plan, you have a big idea, and you want to be able to control all of the moving parts. Not so much control, but you want to be able to see everybody that you're working with is also aligned. Okay, so with that, I feel like the work that you've been doing, like the time that it's been taking to get things started, you're kind of feeling that it's moving slow. And because it's moving slow, that you're like, how do I keep this fire burning inside of me to move on? Okay, that's what we got the Strength card here. So this is also very fiery energy. Okay, we got fifth house, we got the Strength card, we have King of Wands, we have the Sun. So like all of this together is telling you, okay, lots of fire. Keep the passion burning, don't burn out. Because I feel that when you are around people that are working on the same kind of projects that you're doing, that have the same vision, that shared relationship, that you're able to bounce that fire back between one another. Okay? And it is going to work out. Nine of Pentacles, like that is telling you everything is going to be accomplished. The words on here is accomplishments, prosperity, stability, comfort. Nine, a number of manifestation. So yeah, like even when I looked at this Cups card, like that looked like a pentacle to me. So that's what I first thought it was, like a four, the pentacles, but no. This is the Pentacles, okay? So this is your money. This is your stability. This is the energy of Taurus and New Moon. So this is really showing, like, you shine. You be that eccentric person. That's what I'm feeling with the Aquarius, the star energy. Let me go back and look at this card. Star. You see that? Inspiration, guiding light, faith, hope, miracles, infinite energy. So, perpetual motion is the word that just came to mind. Perpetual motion. So with that, let's see. What I'm feeling is yeah, just that you have this, you have infinite energy. You can burn out if you are playing ping pong by yourself, but you are to play ping pong with other people. So when you're in this circle of people, when you are connecting with others, that you are able to see, hey, we can do this together. We're going to have creative time. We're going to have fun. We have these shared passions. This is where it's telling you to work at. Spirits want you to really dig into your fifth house. And if you haven't looked at your astrology chart, you can book one with me. But this, just go look online. See what's in your fifth house to see what energy you can use in this moment right now in the new moon in Taurus. But let's go and look at one more card for the final guidance. This is from the Angel, what's it called? Angel Wisdom Tarot deck. Okay, that one flew out. What did we get here? There we go. This is the card that flew out. This is eight of air. Eight of wands. Eight of wands. No, I'm sorry, Eight of Swords. Eight of Swords is what this card is. The words on here say the illusion of entrapment, Honestly, wait, how, I just realized that. Look at this. This is what Spirit wants you to see. You see those two women? They're both blindfolded. And they both have swords. We go from 2 of swords to 8 of swords. 8 plus 2, 10. Okay. This is very similar to the reading we just did. 10 of swords was on that one. Okay. So 2 of swords, 8 of swords. You need to make the choice. You need to make the decision. You are not trapped. You're not trapped. That gate is open. So sword, that's your tongue. That's your words. That's your truth. Sword, that's your mental energy. So you're not being divinely guided to do what it is with that for no reason, right? You need to listen to your guidance. I'll go ahead and read this one for you. The illusion of entrapment, a lack of self-confidence that makes you feel helpless. Being afraid to take action. Take responsibility for your life now. Okay, and then strength card right here in the middle. That is courage. That is strength. Control. Fire. Sun sign. Okay. And Aquarius, collaborate. So you are not stuck. That's the message for you, Scorpio, in a nutshell there. You are not stuck. You need to listen to your inner guidance. The projects that you are wanting to do is going to lead you to success, but you can't do it alone. Why should you do things by yourself? Get it started. But if you need help getting it started, I bet you have a friend that you can talk to, that you're able to get the ball rolling, because you need to walk through that door. You need to, that gate's not, you're not stuck. Scorpio, just look at those images. Okay, that's it. That's the message for you, Scorpio. Thank you so much. All right. So if this message resonated with you, give me a like, a share, subscribe, share it with someone that may need this guidance. I will be able to do readings in person, or if you want to book online, we can do readings together as well. My website is purplestar-tarot.com. Yes, that was a message for you, Scorpio. Thank you so much. All right, I'm going to get this reset here, and then we're going to do a reading for the next sign. Awesome. Hello, everyone. For whoever's tuning in, my name is Daniela, Purple Star Tarot. Thank you so much. All right, what I am doing today, let's see. Let me get my cards sorted first. Got to put all my cards back so I got things in order, so I can get my readings through here for y'all. Thank you so much for joining. I see a few people in the chat there. Thank you. All right. Here we go. Awesome. Thank you. Welcome, everyone. Thank you for joining, returning. My name is Danielle of Purple Star Tarot. I am your cosmic cleric and your dice diviner. What I do is I roll these astrology dice, and the first one I roll is going to tell us who we're doing the next reading for, and then the second one, I have a set of 3, and that is going to tell us what the cosmos want you to focus on. And then I look at tarot cards, and then I look at oracle card for the energy, the guidance, and the pathway moving forward. So these readings I'm doing right now are for the new moon in Taurus, and we're going to be looking at the cosmic frequencies surrounding this energy. So let's go ahead and roll the dice. Aquarius. Okay, it was about time Aquarius came out. The last 2 readings I did, Aquarius was rolled for the actions for the signs. So here we go. Let me get this set up. Aquarius. Awesome. Okay, great. So I've done reading for 3 signs now. This is the 3rd one I'm doing right now for Aquarius. So, Aquarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Next reading will be for you. Let's go ahead and roll the dice and see what the cosmos want you to look at now. Okay. Ha, so that's interesting. I always love when like you can look at the symbols and they have like very similar look to them. What I'm saying here is we have Jupiter. Jupiter looks like a number four, and then we've rolled four. Okay, and then what we have here in the middle for the action is Capricorn energy. Okay, so. Whew. Okay, this is family related. We got fourth house coming out, so I'll show you the astrology cards so we can use our intuition together to understand what it is that spirit is pointing at for you today. But first one we have is Jupiter. Okay, Jupiter is a planet of expansion, of growth, of higher learning, and the card that we have here has Jupiter for abundance, okay? And that's very fitting. I have several different astrology decks that I can use, but this is the one I chose to use today. And this is really falling in line with everything that we're seeing here for Taurus energy, the new moon and Taurus energy coming up. And so this is telling you abundance is yours, okay? And how are you going to do that? What's the energy around that? The energy around that is Capricorn. Capricorn energy is ruled by Saturn. So it's telling you that you need some structure in your life, Aquarius, to be able to have that abundance, okay? So Capricorn energy for you, achieve. It's what's on there. But Capricorn's all about ambition, goals, structure. Okay? So where in your life is this all playing out? It's playing out in your fourth house. Fourth house. Fourth house is your home, your roots, what feels like home to you. Okay? Fourth house. We're looking at this card here. So what I'm feeling is that Aquarius, Spirit wants you to be able to put some structure into your life so you can grow. I don't know if the Aquarius I'm talking to has kids or is trying to have kids, but that's what came to my mind is that the more that you do for yourself, for your own growth, for your own structure, your own stability, that is going to help when it comes to your home life. So that's going to be like your relationships or your not like love relationships, but I mean like the people that you live with. Home. This could also mean reconciliation. Yeah. Like rebuilding. That's a big thing that with this energy, new moon in Taurus is rebuilding after chaos. So like I feel like the Aquarius I'm talking to, maybe you had like a kind of chaotic home life, and because of that, you've lost structure, or maybe you never even had structure. But this is the time to take that, to be able to understand what structure looks like for you, how you're able to function in the world every day, how you don't have to repeat the patterns of your parents, so you are able to grow and make your own family, make your own semblance of home and structure. Okay? That's what I'm feeling here. Okay, let's go ahead and look at tarot cards and see what guidance we have going forward. Tarot cards. Let me go ahead and give us a shuffle here. All right. Split them into 3 piles. And here we go. Ace of Wands, Page of Swords, 3 of Wands. Okay. So, Ace of Wands, first card that we're looking at. This is the situation, career, beginnings, travel. And this Jupiter was abundance, okay? So, Ace of Wands. Whatever's lighting you on fire, your passion, your drive, is to act on this, okay? This is the situation. I feel like you have this idea, ace, brand new ideas, brand new beginnings, brand new travel. So travel's on here, and then with this one, the last card here, like I can see that it looks like she's going on an adventure, like traveling, looking to see what's in the future. Okay. So with this one here in the middle, Page of Swords. This is also brand new energy. This is like, first is like you have this idea, okay? You have this passion, like you want to go for something. You want to take that drive, take that journey onto this new adventure, and this is also backing it up. This is like brand new, a brand new way of thinking. It feels like a brand new way of thinking that's coming up for you with the Page of Swords. The words on here, we have curiosity, intelligence, charm, ambition. So this is more of your drive, being able to marry the fire inside of you with the thoughts that you have and being able to go somewhere with it. Okay? 3, that's a number of creativity, collaborations, connections. Wands is your fire. So you are to take this passion, inside of you that you have for your family, for your abundance, for your career, and being able to act on it with other people. Because 4 is a number of family, 3 is a number of connections and community. So let's see what we have underneath here. For all 3 cards, 2 of Wands, partnerships, plans, influence, 9 of Cups, optimism, job, happiness, and Chariot. Wow. Okay. Aquarius, if you've been thinking about going on an adventure, like traveling, this is your time to do it. Really, like first, reevaluate what money you have, what makes sense for you, because with Capricorn energy here is like you're gonna take that time to plan what it is that you need to achieve. You're not just gonna just jump and go for it. Okay, you have this idea. This is the time to actually work with other people to see how you can make it happen. Okay, you have Ace of Wands to 2 of Wands. Ace of Wands. Actually, we got like, what is that called, a flush or full house or something? I don't remember. We got 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. It's easy as 1, 2, 3. That's what I'm feeling. You got Ace of Wands, 2 of Wands, 3 of Wands. Okay? So, Aquarius. You are to walk through the passion step by step. Start off with number 1, your idea. Okay? Start off with this, I feel like you're going to get a new job. Like you're working on a new job, but it's not just like any job. This is like a job that is like part of your calling. I wouldn't be surprised if you had a grandparent that had the same mission. Okay? Because the 4th house, that's what makes me feel like this is like ancestral. This is inherited in some kind of way. And with the Chariot coming out, that it's showing that you're being helped from your spirit team. Your spirit team is giving you these ideas, this big spark of a new idea of how you're going to be able to grow for yourself so you can connect with your family again. But what's the holdup? What's the holdup? Okay. So we got 9 and 1, or got Page and 9. Okay. Manifestation. Cups is emotions. I feel like the Aquarius I'm talking to is not happy with their growth or they're stuck. They feel stuck, okay? So what I was suggesting to you, Aquarius, is that you take this time to understand what these patterns are that you keep repeating. So you can take that time to make a plan of how you're going to go for this idea. It's not an idea, but like, go for what fuels you. Like, whatever it is, because you're being guided. Like, I feel like you're having dreams even of like what it is that you're wanting to do. Like, you can close your eyes and envision what family looks like to you. And once you see what family looks like to you and how you're going to be able to move forward, you're going to be able to reunite with them. Maybe it's a new family, but there's lots of love here. Lots of love, but there's something stuck. But just remember that it's going to be success. You just have to take the time to make the progress one day at a time. 1, 2, 3. Okay, I'm going to look now at one more deck, and let's get a final word of guidance here for you. Okay, what was that? Ha! The Chariot came out again. Oh gosh, I love when that happens. Looking at a second tarot deck. Okay, so this is a message for you. Rewards that come from hard work, successfully balancing many priorities at once, determination, willpower, public recognition. Chariot, linked with Cancer energy. Okay, so you got the same card twice. Chariot. That's the message for you, Aquarius. Take the time to do the hard work, because that's Capricorn energy. You're going to achieve everything that you need, but you have to actually make the plan and follow through with it. Step 1, step 2, step 3. 1, 2, 3. Follow your inner fire. Follow your inner guidance. Have the faith that you are able to get in your chariot and go on this divine journey that you're being guided and led to. Connect with them. You know who they are. Grandma, grandpa, dad, someone, spirit is connected to you. You talk to them. Okay, they're going to help you. Do it for them. Do it for you. Take what it to nervous system. Okay, do breathing exercises. Do what it takes to get yourself into that still space that you are able to. One day at a time. One day at a time. All right. Thank you, Aquarius. I'm glad I was able to do this reading here for you. If this message resonated with you, make sure you like, follow, share. Someone else may need this guidance. If you're tuning in and you're not an Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, share it with somebody who is, that you feel needs that message. Okay, if you want a personal reading, I am also doing bookings for personal readings. You can go through my website, purplestar-tarot.com. My link's in my bio. All my information's there. But Aquarius, until next time, follow the dice. Follow the current. Receive your message. That's what I'm here for. Okay. All right. Thank you so much. Let's see. Just putting all my cards back so we can get set up for the next reading. Let's see. Thank you so much for joining. If you're watching live, I saw you pop up in the chat. Thank you so much. Your support means so much to me. All right. Get my dice and get ready for the next reading. All right. Welcome, everyone. My name is Daniela of Purple Star Tarot. I am your Cosmic Cleric and your Dice Diviner. I roll these astrology dice so we can see what the cosmos has and want you to focus on right now. I consult the tarot decks after that, looking at the energy, the guidance, pathways moving forward. So today's reading is for the upcoming new moon in Taurus. We're going to be looking at the cosmic frequencies surrounding this energy. So Taurus energy is all about grounding, stability, embodiment, building something sustainable. Okay, so let's go ahead and roll the dice, and we're going to see who the next reading is for. Virgo. Next reading is for Virgo. Awesome. Thank you so much for tuning in. This is Daniela of Purple Star Tarot. I am doing reading now for Virgo for the new moon in Taurus energy. I will go ahead and roll the astrology dice so we can see what the cosmos wants you to focus on. North Node. Okay. Scorpio. First house. Okay. North Node energy. North Node, that's your purpose. That's your reason why you're put here on Earth. That is what Spirit wants you to focus on right now, is what you're doing for your future. Okay? What skills are you building on right now? What things are you uncovering and purging right now that are giving you that next step to your future? Okay? So, North Node energy. That's the situation. Your purpose. What you're destined to have in this life, okay? Scorpio. That is the second dice that we're looking at. That tells us like the how you're going to be able to do the work. This deck here, Scorpio says the word investigate on there, okay? Investigating. But Scorpio energy is all about purging, renewing, new energy. So it's like taking that time to look inside to understand what is you and what is not you. Okay? And the reason why I say that, because first house is where this is all playing out. Okay? First house is yourself. So it's like understanding who you are. I would really suggest, Virgo, to look at your North Node in your chart so you can get a more in-depth information about what your purpose is in life, because it's time for you to show up. Okay? First house arrival. That's your fire energy. That's how you shine. That's your rising sign as well. So if you look at your astrology chart, you got North Node and rising sign. Those are the two things that I would look at to see what it is that Spirit wants you to step into at this time. Okay? Now, let's look at tarot cards. What the tarot cards that we're going to look at is going to give us some more information about the energy and the guidance to move forward. I'm going to shuffle it one more time here. Okay, let's get some cards for Taurus. Oh, Taurus. A Virgo. Yeah, I know who I'm reading for. That's why I write it there, so I don't forget. Let's see. Three of Swords. Two of Swords. Five of Cups. Virgo, what's wrong? You're looking pretty sad with this. I'm seeing all three cards. The woman looks the same too. Someone with dark hair in your life. I feel like someone with dark hair in your life is related to this sadness that you may be feeling. I feel like there's something in your life, okay, because I feel like you chased your purpose. Okay, you've been on this road of looking at what the future is going to look like, but there's something that is weighing heavy on your heart. Okay, heartbreak, sorrow, grief. Okay, so something three I'm just listening to the songs that are playing in my head. When a minute I said three, it was 303 is a magic number. A man and a woman had a little baby. Okay? That's what I'm feeling with that. But something something is troubling you mentally, like you're thinking a lot about the connections, because three is a number of connections, community, creativity. um, maybe you do have kids, but there's a decision to be made. Okay, so with the Scorpio energy, this is the actions to take. This is Two of Swords is telling you to make that choice, make that decision, the actions that you need to take. Okay. Um, Something needs to change in this situation. So going back to what new moon in Taurus is all about, this is about your money patterns, your grounding, your stability, your relationships, sustainability. Um, yeah, so I feel like you've been working on your what you feel is your purpose, and um, you're not being fulfilled by that. Mentally, you need to make a change, a decision. So taking a step back, going from 3 to 2, you're taking a step back. 3 plus 2 equals 5. Okay, so we're doing this math now. Okay, we're doing some tarot math. I mean, there's a lot of numerology. If you, in order to understand tarot, you look at numerology too. Um, but here we go. This is our. I will show you just because new moon in Taurus. Know your worth. This is the energy for you right now. Know your worth. Know what you're pouring into, but also knowing that you still have. You still have. Remember the whys, okay? Remember the whys. Why you do everything that you do. And if it doesn't feel right, listen to your body, okay? 5 of Cups, loss, leaving, sorrow. We got sorrow written on 2 cards. So, I mean, that's the very first thing I said, Virgo. What's wrong? Let's look at the cards underneath so we can get a full picture of what is going on here, what we need to do for guidance going forward. We got the Emperor. With the 2 of Swords, we have the 10 of Swords. With the 5 of Cups, we have the Knight of Swords. Okay. Okay, so Virgo, I'm talking to. This is a time for you to lay down the law, put some order into the chaos that you're rebuilding from. Okay, so something that you're going after didn't pan out the way that you expected it to, and because of this, you're needing to make this decision, and to be the leader in your arena. Okay, so first house is all about yourself. You need to think about yourself. Quit sacrificing yourself. There needs to be reciprocity in your relationships, and because there isn't, that is why sorrow is coming out multiple times. The highs and lows, the tensions, the issues. So it's time to make a change. So you're wise. Emperor energy, related to Aries, fire, leader, structure, order. You see that owl there? You're the king, okay? You're above the king. You're the emperor, okay? I'm thinking of the emperor wears new clothes. Everybody was laughing at the emperor because he thought that he was doing... He thought that he was wearing clothes. He thought that he was parading around and being this big fancy person, but like deep down inside, everybody was laughing at him. But in this case, it's not everyone's laughing at you, but I feel like people see the sorrow that's lying beneath the surface. And they're just waiting for you to make that change that you need to make to change the way that you're conducting things, the way that you're thinking about things. The words on here, we have endings, final, closure, endings, okay? So it's time for you to make the choice, the decision of like, if you're going to change things. I mean, everything's your choice. But the longer that you don't make the decision that you know in your heart that you need to make, you know in your mind that you need to make, that you're going to be in this this phase. And like, so future guidance, like this one's all about endings and finals, and this is talking about loss and leaving. So like, is this spirit's telling you to make this change, okay? To walk away from something, to not be upset about it, because you still have two cups that are standing upright. They aren't spilt yet, but the other ones are, okay? So, Knight of Swords. Knight is very quick moving. Swords is your mind, okay? I feel like this is like racing thoughts. Getting out of that mindset of the highs and lows, because like the words on there, highs, lows, conflicts, tension. You got to think about yourself. How are you going to be able to take care of all of the things that you're building and all the people around you and work towards your future if you're not caring for yourself? That's what I'm feeling. If you're not caring for yourself, if you're not listening to what you feel like you need to do because you don't want to rock the boat, then you're going to be in this cycle again. Okay. Let's look at another deck. We're going to look at another deck for final guidance here. Let's see. Okay. This card wanted to come out. This is Two of Cups. Falling in love or the resurgence of a romantic relationship. Forgiveness and the ending of challenges. Exchanging gifts. Don't give up on the people you love. Okay. So there's lots of sadness going on. This card is telling us about changes that are ending. And this is talking about ending forgiveness and ending of challenges. So by you getting back on your throne and being that person that is able to speak your mind, there's lots of swords here. Speak your mind, speak your truth, speak, even if it hurts other people, you got to poke a little bit. This is what Taurus season's about as well. Being able to poke, swords. That's what swords do. They stab. Okay, but not like stab to kill, but more of giving that advice, giving that knowledge, giving that wisdom to other people, speaking your truth, even when it hurts. So I feel like there might be an issue with the Virgo that I'm talking to, that you made a decision about your future. Now things have changed. Things don't look the way that you wanted them to, and now you're having to reevaluate how you're spending your money, how you're relating to people around you, so you can rebuild. Okay? And this is telling you that you can rebuild your relationships, whatever came up for you. When I was talking about the sorrow that's been happening, the heavy heart, you're able to rebuild there. Okay? So it's not a lost cause. I mean, if you're in a situation where no one wants to communicate, no one wants to evaluate what's going on and actually make aligned decisions, then you tried. Okay? But Spirit final guidance is Two of Cups. Being able to evaluate your connections, your relationships, and reconnect. You're able to reconnect, you're able to rebuild. It's going to happen, but you have to put the effort towards it, and they have to be willing as well. But this up and down, the spending when you don't feel like you need to be spending, you have to start over. Okay? The resurgence of romantic relationships, Ten of Swords, the ending of the headaches that you've been struggling with. But that's the message for you, Virgo. Thank you so much. If this resonated with you, just make sure that you like, follow, And if you want, go ahead and share this with someone else that might need that guidance. If you have a Virgo in your life that needed to hear that message. But here we go. And I'm also available for bookings, for personal readings, so you can always do that on my website. All of my information is in my bio, so you can check that out as well. Thank you so much. I'm getting this reset here, and we're going to do the reading for the next sign. Here we go. Let's see. Let's put this back here. First house. Awesome. Great. Thank you so much. If you're just now tuning in, welcome. Thank you so much. My name is Daniela. I am Purple Star Tarot. I am your cosmic cleric. I am your dice diviner. Here I roll astrology dice, and then I look at tarot cards. The dice are going to, first we roll the dice to see who the next reading's for, and then the dice are going to tell us what the cosmos wants you to focus on right now. All right, the readings I'm doing for today are for the upcoming new moon in Taurus. And Taurus is all about grounding, stability, building something sustainable, embodiment. So we're going to look at the frequencies surrounding this energy. So let's go ahead and see who the next reading's for. Leo. Next reading is for Leo. Awesome. Thank you for tuning in. This is Daniela with Purple Star Tarot. I am now doing the reading for Leo. Let me go ahead and roll these dice and see what the cosmos wants you to focus on. All right. North Node. Taurus. 10th house. Okay. So, North Node, 10th house, and Taurus energy all together. Spirit wants you to focus on your purpose, why you're here in this world, how you make money, what your career is looking like, and yeah. So what I would say, whenever I see North Node, I immediately say, what's in your chart? What's in your astrology chart? So definitely look at your astrology chart. There's a lot of different free websites you can go look it up. I also do astrology chart readings. You can book that with me if you'd like. But yes, first one we're looking at is North Node. What your future looks like. What you're destined to have. Okay? Taurus energy. I've already been talking about Taurus energy. Taurus is all about how you are grounded, stable, what's sustainable. Okay? Really listening to what your worth is, what you can grow. Okay? So, know your worth. That's what I'm going to tell you right now. New Moon in Taurus, know your worth, okay? Cultivation. What can you cultivate? What can you grow? And for your future, okay? So this is telling you not to think about your day-to-day, but like make some plans going forward, because Taurus is very stable energy. They're going to grab life by the little horns here and just run, okay? But where is this all playing out? This is playing out in your 10th house, okay? Your 10th house in astrology is I already told you, your career, your growth, how you take life by the horns, how you're the boss, authority, okay? How are you going to climb that mountain? Before you climb the mountain, you have to make all the preparations for it, okay? That's not just a walk around the block. That is, you got to pack your bags. You got to make sure you have water. Make sure you have a snack. You're taking the time you're going for the long run, okay? This is not just, I'm going to go outside. I'm going to just do something to make something happen. You're going to be consistent, okay? That's what I'm feeling the message is, to be able to live out your vision that you see yourself in, to be able to, because like we all have a job. Not talking about just like the money that you make, but like we all have a role and a purpose in this life, okay? And for you to actually achieve that, for you to not dwell on it, you're going to need to make a plan, okay? Let's look at tarot cards. And with the tarot cards, we're going to look at what the pathway moving forward is going to look like. the energy, the guidance. Okay, Leo. What we got for Leo? Let's go ahead and split this deck into 3 piles. 1, 2, 3. There we go. 8 of Pentacles. Page of Cups. Ace of Pentacles. Okay, like I said, this is about your money. This is about your career. This is very fitting for this new moon energy here, okay? So, 8 of Pentacles. That's telling me that you know what your goal is, you know what your future looks like. You have this vision that you've been working on probably since you were a kid. Okay, 8 of Pentacles. Education, achievement, results, hard work. So I feel like the Leo I'm talking to, like, you have been studying something, you've been working on stuff. You maybe you went to school or you just got out of school. I know graduation's coming up right now. So yeah, like whatever it is that you've been working hard on, that is part of your purpose. Whatever it is that lights you up, that is part of your career, your purpose going forward. And then Page of Cups. Page of Cups, love, fun, magic. That's brand new. Like I just graduated from college and I have this excitement for life and now I'm ready to share my magic with the world. Okay? Ace of Pentacles, new beginnings. Prosperity, property. Pentacles is your earth energy. Okay, so Taurus is earth energy. That's what we rolled out. Cultivate. Earth energy is grounded. That's your body. That's your career. That's your house. That's your money. That's all that energy. Things that are tangible. Things that are real. So this is showing you that Spirit wants you to actually take that time to make your magic happen. This is the time that it's happening, okay? Like, let's see the cards underneath so we can fully see what the story is going on here. Temperance, okay. King of Pentacles. Wow, more Pentacles, okay. And what else we got? Ace of Wands. 2 aces and all this earth energy. Okay. Leo, congratulations. Something is happening for this Leo that I'm talking to. Sun, moon, rising sign. So this could be either, look at whatever resonates with you. But yeah, you are to balance all of the things that you've been learning, all of the things that you've been learning and creating. You're taking it out of the ethers. You're pouring it into your own cup. You're able to see what is going to be good for you going forward. Temperance relates to Sagittarius energy. So we got fire and earth. Fire and earth. That's everything that you got up here is fire and earth with a little bit of water with the cups here, okay? So fire, 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 okay? So you have great ideas, great things. So I'm feeling like the message for you, Leo, is like, now is the time that Spirit wants you to take all the stuff that you've been studying, all the stuff that you've been learning, and then adding a little bit of intuition to that. So this is something that I've told a few people in readings before. It's like, you've been taking all this time to study, learn, understand what is practical and how things work, okay? But now you're taking a step back from the analytical side so you can let your intuition jump in and do the work for you. That's where the magic happens, okay? So I read them in the zigzag here. If we can see all the cards together. That Eight of Pentacles, that's everything you've been learning. And now you're able to take what's sustainable, tangible, and then being able to mix it with the waters and the fire. So that waters, when I say that, is like your intuition and what is real. So you're able to transform all of these things that you've been downloading into your mental library, and now being able to intuitively do what is magic. Okay, so we got cups, You see that you got two cups here, and then with this cup here, one of those cups is holding a fish. Okay, one of those holding real things. Okay, and you're able to see with your visions how you're going to be able to make this happen, King. Okay, Leo, King, Lions. Okay. So using your intuition, you're able to make your magic happen because you got two aces here. Ace of Wands, Ace of Pentacles. So it's time to marry those two things together. Your brand new ideas that you're seeing, your visions of what you're going to do when it comes to money, as well as what it comes to for your passion. So we got career, beginnings, travel. And then this one says what? Beginnings, prosperity. So you might be traveling. Leo, I'm talking to you. You might be traveling for work. Let's see what the last tarot card says. So I'm going to look from one more deck. This is the Angel Wisdom deck. And this is going to give us the final guidance here. Too many cards. Put those back. Okay, let's see. Okay, that one wanted to fly out. 10 of Pentacles. Okay, so you're getting more pentacles here, okay? Financial security for yourself and your family. Inheritance or retirement. Peace and contentment in life. Honoring family traditions. Pride in the family tree. Passing on knowledge. So yes, knowledge is on this card, knowledge is on this card, or education, I guess, but knowledge. So what this is showing is, look at your North Node, like I said, so you know for sure that you are working in your purpose. You know, it's going to come naturally to you. So you might not even need to look at astrology or tarot or anything. You know, just listen to your inner guidance, and that's going to help you see that. Maybe even look at your genealogy chart, because this is family inheritance. So I feel like you're studying a thing that was passed down to you from generations back, and you're now building more onto it. I feel like there might have been a generation or two that was not able to pursue this because they had to worry about practical things like, you know, the depression just came to my mind. So like they had to worry about like the day-to-day things, the struggle, that they weren't able to really fulfill their life mission. But now it's on you. You've been interested in it, you've been studying it, and now it's time to go forward with it because you are going to be able to build on that because you're being guided by your ancestors to be able to make this inheritance happen. 10 is a number of completion. And then Pentacles, again, like that, you made it. It's happening, okay? So I don't see anything, any guidance really, other than just keep following it. I would say, okay, let's see, going back to 10th house, the guidance there is make sure you make a plan. Don't do the day-to-day things only. Make a plan because your future depends on it. Like that's really the message there for you. Awesome, Leo. Well, congratulations, Leo. If you just graduated, that's what I'm feeling. I feel like the Leo that's going to tune in is like, oh, that's me. Because it's that time. You've been studying hard. And now you're going to be working towards the magic that you can make with all of the guidance and all the wisdom that you have learned through all of your schooling, through your intuition. And the more that you work on it, it's just going to come naturally to you. Okay? I'm excited for you, Leo. So yeah, that was the message for Leo. If this message resonated with you, just make sure you like, follow, share this with someone who can use this guidance. And if you'd like a personal AstroTarot reading, you can always book with me through my link on my website. The link's in my bio. But until next time, We're going to roll the dice, follow the current, and receive your cosmic message. Thank you, Leo. All right, and if you're tuning in live, so awesome. Thank you so much for tuning in live, y'all. This is Daniela with Purple Star Tarot. I am your cosmic cleric. I am your dice diviner. And what I do here is that we roll the astrology dice, and that shows us what the cosmic energies are wanting us to look at right now, okay? And then I look at tarot and oracle so we can see what the path moving forward is. I've already done readings for several signs, but now we're going to see who the next one is. Before I go forward, I am going to tell you that this reading right now is for the upcoming new moon in Taurus, and we're going to be looking at the cosmic frequencies surrounding this energy. So Taurus is all about grounding, stability, building something sustainable. All right. We already did Pisces. Let's roll it again. Sagittarius. Okay, next reading is going to be for you, Sagittarius. Sagittarius, sun, moon, rising. And I'm going to say even Venus. I'm not a Sagittarius. My Venus is a Sagittarius, so I'm going to add that on there too. All right. Now, I'm going to roll the astrology dice, and they are going to tell us what the cosmos wants you to focus on right now. I'm going to ring this bell. I feel like I need to do that. Okay. Sagittarius. Third house. Libra. Neptune. Okay. Neptune. Change is happening. Go into the next thing. Go into the next cycle. Go into the next frontier. Following your vision. Okay? That's the situation. Neptune has that spear, that trident. Okay? How are you going to move forward with your visions? Okay? We're going to look at each one of these cards so we can use our intuition together to see what it is that Spirit wants you to focus on right now. So then we got Libra. Libra is all about balance, harmony, okay? Relationships. Libra, balance. Okay, and then where in our life is this playing out? It's playing out in your third house. Your third house is how you express yourself. That is how you communicate. That's how you are, that's your intellect. Third house, communication. The birds there make me feel like this is your intuition. Listening to your inner communication. Okay? So, vision. You have a vision. Vision, balance, communication. How are you balancing? How are you making peace and coming to terms with what you are being divinely guided to do? That's what I'm feeling the message is for you. That's the situation for you, Sagittarius, okay? Neptune, Libra, third house. Okay, now let's look at tarot cards. With the tarot cards that we're going to be able to see what the energy, the guidance, path moving forward. Sagittarius. What do we got for Sagittarius? Shuffle one more time. Okay. 3 piles. There we go. 3, 8, Queen. Okay. Okay. So what I'm feeling for this Sagittarius is, okay, 3 of Cups is the first card that we're looking at. 3 of Cups is a party. Okay? You got a lot of people there. You got 3 people there. This card says friends, family, joy, abundance. Okay? I feel like Spirit's looking at the situation of your vision. Okay? Take a look at your vision and see, do the people around you support that? what for you to embody is all of the stuff that you have knowledge about, okay? Eight of Pentacles, eight Pentacles, Earth energy. Are you stuck? Okay. So if you're hanging with this crowd of people, do they share your vision? Okay. Does your vision serve your higher good? Does your vision serve the way that you are able to share what you have been working hard on? Okay. So I feel like you may have, this might be related to your career, like all the work that you've been doing, whatever you do for work, whatever you do for work, that you're able to balance that. Are you balancing that? Let me look at the cards underneath, just so we can get the full picture together of what's going on here. Knight of Cups. Nine of Cups, okay. Hanged Man. Okay. So, I feel like Spirit is wanting the Sagittarius to really evaluate their situation that they have going on and see, does this relationships, does the company you keep help with your regulation? Okay. Nervous system, emotional regulation. Are you on edge, caring for everybody? I feel like this message came out before. Let's see. Okay. So going here, vision, Knight of Cups, Three of Cups. That's the situation. Okay. So with that together, you have the situation of your friends, your family, and everybody that you are helping and caring for in the background, but also running towards as a, I'm seeing this word quest as like side quest. I feel like you are there to help people. You're there to connect with other people. You're there to kind of help spark other people's visions to come to life. And it's a lot of hard work. Everything that you've been working for, everything, the skills that you're able to create. And then with the Nine of Cups, the word joy is coming here too. So I feel like you might be very happy with this, but you're wanting to make sure that you are balancing the joy with the stuff that you think about when nobody's around. And because the future guidance here, what's coming out for future guidance is the Queen of Swords, or I'm sorry, the Queen of Pentacles with the Hangman. Okay? So with your future guidance being these two, we want to see that you are staying loyal to not just yourself, but also to those around you. So I feel like, okay, with this card being on top, that's you. You are the queen. You let those come towards you because you share your love and joy with everybody around you and your intellect, okay? Charming, loyal, wise. Everything that you are able to offer to people is helpful. But you want to really evaluate, is there reciprocity there? Is that bringing you joy? Because this card here, the Hangman, that's that Virgo energy. And that's what I was kind of feeling earlier, is like behind the scenes, you're doing a lot of things to help those around you. You're able to rush in on these quests because you care for people. But you also have to care for yourself and the work that you are able to do for yourself. Even this cat, we got this black cat here. You need to recharge. Okay? That's what the Hangman energy is here. We got rebirth, sacrifice, reflection. So this is telling you to communicate be able to really communicate what it is that you are, if you're feeling burnout, communicate that to those people that are around you, and that's going to really tell you by their reaction if this is a situation that you need to keep giving to or not. Okay. Because yes, Sagittarius energy, that's fire. That's that passion. You do go towards what is exciting and what is passionate. But when you're alone, when you're the hangman energy, when you're looking at it from a different angle, a different perspective, that's where you're able to see, hey, is this helping or harming my situation? Okay. But yes, the song just came to my head. A Christmas song. God rest ye merry gentlemen. The tidings of joy. That's what just came to my mind. Okay, I don't know. Sagittarius, your birthday's around Christmas time. Okay, it kind of makes sense. I guess Christmas songs are coming to my head because that's what happens in December, right? But let's look and see what the final card has from the last deck that we're going to look at. Okay, let's get a final message for Sagittarius. Okay, nothing came out there. Okay, what we got? Ha! Okay, so this card came out. It flips around upside down. Okay? I laugh because this is a card that we already have, Eight of Pentacles. Yeah, Eight of Pentacles twice. So that's what Spirit wants you to focus on in this reading, Sagittarius. Eight of Pentacles, okay? So let's read what this card says. Eight of Pentacles. Learning all you can about a subject or career, going back to school, taking a seminar, finding a mentor, attention to detail, skilled work that you love. Okay. So, Sagittarius, I feel like there's something that you should be spending more time alone. That's that hangman energy. Spending some more time alone and not with the crowd of people, like the love that you're running towards, to be able to spend that time to actually work on your crafts. If you're thinking about going back to school, this is a great time to be doing that. Well, I guess summer's starting. There's classes. There's always ways to work on classes if that's what you're needing to do. But really, this is telling you to work on your craft. Work on your skills. Work on what you already have. You probably already have the resources that you need to be able to make your magic happen, but you need to take the time to do so. So if you're an artist, if you're a creator of any kind, yes, you can create with other people, but maybe there's something that you need to work on your own, like to enhance your skills more. But I really feel like with the third house that came out, that part of this has to do with communication, collaboration, self-expression. Okay. So that's the message here for you, Sagittarius. Taking some time to work on your skills, working on your crafts, maybe being around people that are doing what it is that you are able to work on. Like I'm feeling what is that thing called? It's paired partners, being able to be in the same space with one another, where you're able to all kind of focus in on working on this craft, but you don't necessarily have to do it together. But that accountability, by having people around you doing that same kind of thing, is going to help you able to see the vision and see the vision together. Okay, so you got to think how you can work smarter, not necessarily harder. Okay, because you already are doing a lot for other people, but this is the time to actually work for yourself. Okay, yes, perfect. Okay. That was the reading for Sagittarius. Thank you so much for tuning in, y'all. I really appreciate the support. If this message resonated with you, just make sure that you like it, you follow, share it with someone that you feel that may need this guidance. I am doing the readings for all 12 Zodiac signs right now. I am going to break this down later into smaller videos, so it's not one long streaming live session of all of them, so it'll be a lot easier for you to just find the reading that you want to instead of watch all of them. But if you want to watch them all, I'm glad to have you here. Thank you. So I am doing readings for all 12 zodiac signs. If you want a personal reading, I definitely do those as well. You can just book it through my bio or through my website. But until next time, thank you. Right, we're going to roll the dice, follow the current, and receive your cosmic message using astrology dice and tarot. All right. Thank you again, everyone. Welcome in. Hey, everyone. My name is Daniela, Purple Star Tarot. I am your cosmic cleric and your dice diviner. I am going to be rolling astrology dice to see what the cosmos wants us to focus on. And then I consult the tarot and oracle cards to see what the energy, guidance, and the pathways moving forward are. So today's readings are for the upcoming new moon in Taurus, and we're going to be looking at the cosmic frequencies surrounding this energy. So this new moon in Taurus energy is all about grounding, stability, embodiment, and building something sustainable. So there's a lot of different themes and to reflect on during this time. Body wisdom, money patterns, consistency, relationships, reciprocity, rebuilding after chaos, sensuality, creativity. It's all Taurus energy, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and roll the zodiac sign, zodiac dice, and we're going to see who this reading is for. Already did Aquarius. Cancer. Next reading is for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising. Thank you so much for tuning in. My name is Daniela, Purple Star Tarot. I am now doing the reading for Cancer. What I will do next is roll all 3 astrology dice so we can get the situation, the actions, and where in the life this is taking place. Got Leo, 12th house, Aries, or Mars, my bad. Mars. Okay, so Mars. Mars is action, fire time, it's go time, okay? What are you taking action towards? That is the situation. Mars energy. Okay? Now, Leo is the second one coming up, so more fiery energy for Cancer. Okay. It's your time to shine, Cancer. Whatever you've been thinking about, it's your time to shine. Okay? And where in your life are you going to shine? 12th house. 12th house energy. So your 12th house energy, this is related to Pisces. This is related to your intuition. This is related to how you're connecting to the divine. Okay? Words on here. Let's see. 12th house. Introspection. Okay. Motion, shine, introspection. So right now for you, Cancer, Spirit is wanting you to focus on what it takes to fully live out what you are being divinely guided to do. Okay? Let's see. So I kind of feel like Cancer. Okay, Cancer, this is water energy, okay? So just like Pisces, that I feel like you have dreams, like you listen to your dreams, like either metaphorically or like really, like you have dreams about where you're headed, okay? And this is the time to really understand how you're going to get there. Okay, I kind of feel like they're like with Mars. Okay, Mars is fire. Mars is drive, war, passion. So I kind of feel like there was something that you were passionate about, and it got a little chaotic. And now from that chaos, I'm hearing 311 song now. From chaos comes clarity. Okay, you're a 311 fan back in the day, what's up? That's me too. I got to meet them and see them live a few times. So, yes, from chaos comes clarity. Okay, so out of the storm that had happened in Aries season a month ago, because we're in the middle of Taurus season now with new moon in Taurus. The new moon always happens on whatever the sun sign is. So if you want to know about astrology or astronomy even, that's how that works. I remember taking astronomy class back in the day. But yeah, whatever you've been feeling hardcore, it's time to take a step back and learn from that so you are able to rise above and shine going forward. Okay? Now we're going to look at tarot cards and see what we have for energy, guidance, and the pathway moving forward for you, Cancer. All right, let's see. All right, Cancer. We're going to look at a total of 6 cards, but first we're going to look at the first 3 cards. Just to see what the energy is going forward. 8 of Swords, Chariot. All right, we got the card. So Chariot actually is related to Cancer. If you look at astrology and how astrology relates to tarot, that's your card. Okay, so 8 of Swords, 7 of Swords, Chariot. 5, 6, 7. 8, 7, 7. Okay. All right. So what I'm feeling here is situation. Like I said, I already said this, intuitively I was feeling that just by looking at this astrology dice, but I like using tarot as a confirmation clarification, okay? So what I was saying is that you were in a situation that was very chaotic, fiery, and you had to move forward from it, okay? And with this, I kind of feel that you might have felt trapped in a situation. Okay. 8. When I'm feeling this 8 right now, I'm seeing like the infinity symbol. This is like a pattern you've been going through. Okay. When it comes to the mental swords are mental air energy. Okay. Trapped, anxiety, frustration. So yeah, Aries, Mars energy, something in the last season has really kind of made you reevaluate like what's going on in this situation. Do I need to move forward? How do I go? And Spirit saying, yes, this is time to go. Time to get out of that cycle. This is time to get out of that loop-de-loop roller coaster ride that you've been going on so you can take your blindfold off, move forward. If you're going to wear that blindfold, it better be just that blind faith that you know that Spirit's going to help guide you. But you have to be co-creator with Spirit to be able to make the moves happen, okay? Chariot is telling you, this is your time to shine, get on your spaceship and ride, okay? Swing down, sweet Chariot, and let me ride, okay? Trust the mothership. Trust that you are being divinely guided. I don't know. Those red eyes on the cat are kind of looking at me right now. Are you stoned? I don't know. The red eyes. Leave no stone unturned. Don't. Maybe that's why you were wearing the blindfold. Maybe you were. I don't know, like, that's fine if you want to get intoxicated sometimes, but, like, don't get drunk in love. Was this a love situation? I don't know, whatever the situation was, though, you probably were deceived, okay? I'm feeling that just because 7 of Swords came out, okay, with this final card here, 7 of Swords, theft, dishonesty. Swords is your mental energy. So, like, I feel like something was going on in your head where you're like, okay, maybe the situation is not what it looks like, but then, like, you're like, oh, wait, it is what it looks like. So this is the time to do that introspection, the 12th house, the discovery of like, don't doubt your intuition. Okay, I feel like the Cancer Sun Moon Rising, whoever I'm talking to right now, that you had this feeling of something was going wrong, but then you're like, oh, let me ignore that because maybe things are actually looking right. And I just shuffled this deck and I'm seeing the same card on this other side, the Seven of Swords. Okay, I'm gonna put that deck now so I can look at what we got going on here. Okay, let's look at the cards underneath. Ace of Swords. Okay. Four of Pentacles. Ten of Wands. I'm wondering if the Cancer I'm talking to, if somebody in your family or friend group or a partner that you had was like using your resources, making things unstable, making things chaotic. And you're a nurturing, caring person, Cancer. So you're like, oh, let me take care of the situation. Oh, kind of giving people excuses to not pay attention to your boundaries. Okay. But I feel like this is Spirit showing you, okay, yeah, we got to make a change. Got to make a change to what's been going on. This mental jukebox I have. The Cancer I'm talking to, like, I think you're probably a music fan like me, or maybe you need to listen to your intuition, the messages that are coming to you. The song that just came to my head is like a one-hit wonder called Geggy Ta. I want to thank you, whoever you are. You let me change lanes while I was driving in my car. Because change, I got change here. We got chariot here. That's where I was coming. Like gotta make a change. That's how that song goes. But yes. So with Ace of Swords, okay, we're going from 8 to 1. Okay, going from almost all the way turned up to Chaos Land. With the swords, like thinking too much about it, like you're on the verge of like having nightmares and you're like, is this a dream? Like, is this a bad dream? Is this a nightmare I'm gonna wake up from? Like, you're almost there, but you're like, before you get there, you're like, okay, no, I gotta change my mind. I gotta change. I gotta listen to my mind and make the choices, the brand new decisions, taking the actions that you need to be able to get back on the right path. Really aligning your values with the people that are around you and listening to what is stable for you. Because 4 is a number of stability. Pentacles is your earth, your body, your career, your money. The words on here are stability, savings, foundation. So I feel like with this card that came out after that, 7 of Swords, it's like something was draining your resources. Something was draining your money, and you're like, had to take a step back and do the planning it took to really shine the light on where the problem is, because everything's on fire. Like, this is like looking like the everything's fine meme, you know, that the little dog, the cartoon dog on fire. Yeah, but it's like, it's only all on fire because you let it be. You know, because you're caring for too many people things. You're caring for other people. You're caring for, yeah, you're so worried about putting out all the fires around you for everybody else that when it comes to your own fire, that you're like, oh, it's not that bad. Oh, it's not that bad. But yeah, 10 being this is the final guidance here is 7 of Swords and 10 of Wands. So quit lying to yourself. Quit letting other people pull the wool over your eyes. Quit giving to everyone around you burdens, demands, overload, so you can bring your fire back to yourself. This is a time to take that action of what it is you need to do. I just looked at the bottom of this other deck I'm going to look at, and it's release. Like, something needs to be released, okay? Let's go ahead and get a final card for you, Cancer, for guidance from Spirit from the Angel Wisdom Tarot deck. Okay, that card flipped out. What do we got here? Emperor. Logic and organization will increase your success. Take charge of the situation. Accept a leadership role. Structure and discipline. So, yes. Emperor's related to Aries energy. We got Mars. We got Leo. Fire, fire, fire. Lots of fire going on here. Okay? Cancer. Cancer, you're a water sign. Mix that water with fire. What do you got? You got steam. Okay? Full steam ahead. Steam ahead. Let those emotions come out. Be able to put fire to your emotions. Don't be afraid to rock the boat. Some of these people that you are giving to are not giving back to you. They're just taken from you. Okay? It's time to rebuild. After this chaotic situations that you've been going through, it's time to say, hey, I'm the boss of my own life. I'm going to listen to the hidden aspects of life. That's your 12th house, okay? So, Emperor. That is the guidance for you, Cancer. It's time for you to be the Emperor, okay? Look in your chart and see where Aries is in your chart. Okay? That's going to tell you like where in your life you are able to stand up for yourself, take that fiery action, that passion, okay? Sometimes you aren't the sad one. You know, sometimes you aren't the overly emotional one, okay? You have to not be nurturing all the time to other people because you need to nurture yourself, okay? Yes, so that is the message for you, Cancer. Thank you so much. I'm glad I was able to get that message out for you. If this resonates, be sure to like, follow, share this message with someone who might need this guidance. If you want to book a personal reading, I have those open right now. You can go to my website. You can book from there. You can also book right there through my bio. The link is in there. Or just reach out. Give me a DM. If you're in the Texas area, I'm Austin, Texas area, San Antonio, Texas area. I do readings in person as well. So I will be all of those places. So reach out to me if you need me. Until next time, roll the dice, follow the current, and receive your cosmic message. That was it for you, Cancer. I am now going to be doing readings for the next sign. Here we go. We're ready. If you're just now joining, welcome. Thank you so much. Thank you for tuning in. My name is Daniela, Purple Star Tarot. I am your cosmic cleric. I am your dice diviner. I am going to roll astrology dice to see what the cosmos wants you to focus on. Then I'm going to consult tarot cards, oracle cards, to see what the energy guidance moving forward is. Okay, so these readings I'm doing right now, I think I've done, I don't even know how many signs I've done, but I'm going to go through all 12 signs. We're doing readings for the new moon in Taurus coming up. And so Taurus new moon is all about grounding, stability, embodiment, building something sustainable. Okay, so this is the time to look at your money, to look at your body, to look at what's tangible, what's earth energy, what's grounding for you, okay? Your nervous system regulation, your relationships, okay? So let's go ahead and roll the dice. And with this dice, I'm going to be able to see who the next reading is for. Gemini. Cool, Gemini. What's up, Gemini? Thank you so much for tuning in. This is Daniela, Purple Star Tarot. And now what I will be doing for you is rolling all 3 astrology dice, and that is going to tell us what the cosmos wants you to focus on right now. All right, Gemini. Okay, 6th house. Okay. For Gemini, you got Neptune, okay? What is it that you need to poke to get to your vision, okay? You got to poke yourself. That's the first thing that came to mind. I don't know, like, because Neptune. Okay, Neptune has that trident. That's how I always remember it. Neptune, trident, and then it goes to Ariel in The Little Mermaid, because that's her dad. Okay, who has that trident. Okay, Neptune, and then I'm just telling you my train of thought of how I remember this. And she wants to be part of that world, okay? She wants to go for her vision. She wants to go for her dreams. So if you need fun little ways to remember astrology, hit me up. I'll tell you all kinds of little stories or get a reading with me. But Neptune's all about your vision, about your dreams, how you're going to get above the surface, right? Neptune. That's the situation we're looking at for you, Gemini. And then the second one that we look at the astrology dice, Libra, okay? With the Libra, that's all about balance, harmony, your relationships. So that is coming out. Let's see, I'm going to pull the card out so we can look at this together, so we can use our intuition. Let's see. Where did I put that Libra card? It's hiding. There we go. Libra. All right. All about balance. Okay. So, like I said, Taurus and new moon energy is about stability. In order to be stable, you need to have balance in your relationships. But where is this happening out in our life? Sixth house. That's where Spirit wants you to look at, Gemini. Sixth house energy. So in your sixth house is what it takes, your day-to-day routines. Okay. This card shows sustainability. Okay. And just looking at this together, looking at the images here, like balance, you see that person's meditating. I feel like that's a message for you, Gemini. You need to meditate daily. Sixth house is your day-to-day routines, what it takes to be stable, what it takes to be able to show up in your relationships, level-headed, but also to be able to share what this next frontier looks like for you, what this next, what it looks like when you're not drowning. Like I said, with Neptune, your vision above the surface. I just saw that image of that meme where you're like at work and like they're like, when you're like drowning for help and they just like give you a high five and they're like, oh, you got this, you know. I don't remember exactly what that meme says, but I think it was related to like when you're at a tech company and they just like throw you a pizza party and you get like a half a slice of pizza. And that's not sustainable. Like, I'm still having to answer all these phone calls. I'm still having to do all this work. So that doesn't really help you look towards the future when you're dealing with the right now. Okay. So one way to help with that is meditation. That's what I can see on that card. But really making a routine, daily habits that you are able to enforce in your life that is going to help you stay grounded. So whatever energy you're feeling too much of, that's where the balance is needed. Okay, so now let's look at tarot cards. I'm going to look at 3 tarot cards so we can see what the energy, the guidance, pathway moving forward for you is, Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising. Okay. 1 pile, 2, 3 piles. Knight of Cups, 6 of Wands. Got that 6 again. 6, 6. 6 is that's stability. That's harmony. That's growth. So yeah, that matches up with the Libra that we're seeing there as well. Okay, so Knight of Cups. That's the situation here, okay? And Neptune is what we rolled out for the situation of your vision, okay? So acting towards it. Acting quickly. So the Knights are quick energy in tarot. The Knight of Cups, that's like very quick because you're like leading with your heart, wearing your heart on your sleeve. Where like, so like if you think about a situation that like, if you're passionate about it, that's one thing, because that would be fire sign, okay? meaning that yes, you get this like fire burning for it, but then that fire is something that you have to fuel on your own. But when it comes to cups, cups is emotions, and usually that means that it's relating to other people, relating to other things, which as long as those people still exist and like give into the loving situation, that you're going to go after it. Okay, so that's what I'm seeing. Like knight in shining armor, knight of cups, you're going on your quest, you're going on your journey, you're going towards your vision, but you're doing that because of the love that you have for the people around you. Okay, so that's how you're going towards it. That's the situation that you want to go towards it, but you need to be wise, like the owl, to be able to balance things out. And I already said, where's the balance happening? Where is the situation happening? In your sixth house. So that means that you're having to make these day to day changes. I feel like this is about your consistency, as well as listening to your body. Maybe this is like related to even exercise, because with this card, okay, I'll show you this card again. It says glory, triumph, victory, okay? And the final outcome is to, I think it's to be wise to understand that your goal is going to take time to get to it, okay? Because we have this Knight of Cups going to this Knight of Pentacles. So this is a very quick night compared to this slow night. You're needing to slow down. You're needing to slow down and realize that strong and steady wins the race. Okay? I just heard that the other day, talking about like the tortoise and the hare. It's like, remember in that story, the tortoise wins. Because the hare is like, you know, just like, oh, I'm great. I'm just going to, yeah, I can take a break. I can do this. I can, you know, not really pay attention to the end goal because I am just not worried about anything because they're like, they just are overly confident. But for you, Gemini, you are the turtle. The turtle is going to win the race. The turtle is going to use, like, we have wisdom here, victory. But you have to balance. You have to balance your actions out so you are able to take that time for yourself every day to work towards your goal. What we got in here? We got property, benefits, investment. So you're slowing the horse down. You're like, this one even has a person on it, so it's like getting off your high horse. I don't know why that came to mind. Okay, get off your high horse so you can go with the flow of how slow you gotta go. Hey, I'm a poet too, guys. So yes, you gotta slow down a little bit to be able to make this a sustainable change in your life to go towards your goal. Let's see what we got. Magician. I'm going to look at the cards underneath because those give us additional guidance. Oh, we got Emperor. Okay. Emperor's back again in a different deck. Major Arcana for all three cards. Okay. This is a big deal, Gemini. Big deal, Gemini. You are going to make this happen. You have all the tools to make this happen. You're the magician. Okay? Look at you. You are the magician. Okay? So when it comes to this vision, you're going to make it happen. You have all the tools you need. The power, action, skill. That's what's written on here. Power, action, skill. So you have to, and it's funny, okay? Emperor, okay, this card says law and order, but it's right underneath Libra dice that I rolled. So that's the scales. Here we go. Scales. Ha! And what else do I see? That's the same here. We got two owls here. Two different kinds of owls. Like that's a snow owl, and then that's a, I don't know, a cute little tiny owl. I don't even know what that is. And now even looking at this Libra card, I see an owl face. Do you see that? Those two blue dots, those look like eyes. I don't know, maybe that's just my pareidolia, just like seeing it. But yes. Is this time for you to balance the scales, take the time to be the emperor, lay down the law for yourself, because I'm hearing about lock in. There was a time I was at the coffee shop that I do readings at, and I heard like 5 different people, like it was all college students, and everyone was just like, it's time to lock in. That's what I'm hearing right now, is like, you know how to get to your goal. You know what it is you need to do day to day for sustainability. So with this death card coming out at the end, new beginnings, transformation. You are making this transformation. So yeah, that's what I'm feeling. Like I said earlier, like you're working out, you're making some changes to your body, making some changes to your system. All of your relationships around you mirror your relationship that you have with yourself. Okay? So you have to make the magic happen for you, so you can make the magic happen so you can be the change that you want to see in the world kind of energy. Okay? So death card coming out at the end. Transformations. Endings. Change. You're making a change to your day-to-day habits. Okay, let's get a final card here from this tarot deck. The Angel Wisdom Tarot deck is going to give us the final guidance here for you, Gemini. We get 9 of Pentacles. Okay, it's even talking about doing that hard work. Okay, let me show you this card this way. Oh, it doesn't want to focus. There we go. Enjoying the fruits of your labors. Hard work that has led to a luxurious life. Buying yourself something special. Happily and successfully self-employed. Enjoying your solitude. So yes, when you have to do these day-to-day things, like Knight of Pentacles and 9 of Pentacles, like honestly, just like looking at these 2 cards together, you're doing slow and steady that wins the race. But your final guidance is, yes, you are going to be able to see that you can manifest all that you need, all that you want. But you just have to be consistent. 9 of Pentacles. And also with this angel deck, that you in here, it does relate to an angel. I know this U is for Angel Uriel. So Angel Uriel is one that if you are someone who wants to call on the angels, I would say call on Uriel. I'm going to actually look at the book, because since that popped out at me, I want to see what the book has to say about this here. Okay, so 9 of Earth. 9 of Earth. Okay, Archangel Uriel brings the sun to shine upon your face. You've earned this time of peace as recognition for your hard work. So, maybe you're nearing retirement, or you've been prosperous enough to work for fun instead for money. Okay, this is telling you, work for yourself. Work hard for yourself, not only when it comes to for your career. Okay, because Pentacles is Earth energy. That's your money, that's your body, that's everything that is Taurus energy, okay? So this is telling you, slow and steady wins the race, be consistent, and take that time to make the changes, and you might be having a big change happening. I saw that thing, that book said retirement. So maybe something is changing in your life to how you make your money, but in alignment with that, changing with your body and how you regulate your system. You can make your magic happen. Gemini, that was the message for you. Thank you so much for tuning in. If this message resonated with you, just make sure you like it, follow it, share it with somebody else for guidance. I am going to be splicing up this big long live video into individual readings, so it'll be easier to share an individual reading later. But yeah, thank you so much for tuning in. If you want to book a personal reading, I do have those open as well. Just go to my website. My link is in my bio, purplestar-tarot.com. But until next time, Gemini, just going to roll the dice, follow the current, and receive your cosmic message. Thank you so much. Awesome. Okay, cool. I'm getting these cards put up so I can go to the next reading. I think I have done, I don't even know how many signs I've done, but I'll keep rolling the dice until I see one that I haven't done yet. Let's see. Put these cards back. Put them back. There we go. Awesome. All right. Well, just to show you guys what I'm doing right now, it is new moon in Taurus. Okay, new moon in Taurus is coming up, and I am doing readings for all 12 zodiac signs. With the new moon in Taurus, that the energy is all about grounding, stability, embodiment, building something sustainable. Okay, so my name is Daniela. I'm Purple Star Tarot. I am your cosmic cleric and your dice diviner. I am rolling astrology dice today to see what the cosmos wants you to focus on right now. So first, I'm going to roll the individual astrology or zodiac dice, and that tells us who the reading is for. I've already done it for Pisces. Capricorn, you are next. Awesome, Capricorn. Okay, let me get that started. Capricorn. Next reading is for you, Capricorn. Awesome. All right, so I'm going to roll the astrology dice to see what spirit wants you to focus on right now. And then I'm going to consult tarot oracle cards so we can see what the guidance, energy, and path moving forward is. All right, let's see what we got for Capricorn. Whew, Capricorn. Sun. Scorpio. Third house. Okay. All right, Capricorn, Spirit wants you to shine. Spirit wants you to dig down deep inside what is going on with how you communicate and express yourself so you are able to shine. You're the boss, Capricorn. One of the horned creatures of the zodiac signs. You are to be out there. But first, Spirit wants you to look at the situation of how you present yourself to the world, how you show up in the world, okay? And then, how are you going to do it? What's the action around it? Scorpio energy, okay? Scorpio, investigate. Really to look inside yourself to see what needs to be released, renewed, and purged from your life. But where is it happening? It's happening in your third house, okay? Your third house in astrology is how you express, how you communicate. That's also your intellect, how you learn, how you share your ideas with other people. Okay? Sun, Scorpio, third house. That is for you, Capricorn. Okay? So with this, we want to look and see what it is that you need to release so you are able to ascend. Okay? Okay, so now we're going to look at tarot cards to see what we have for a message for you, Capricorn. The tarot is going to give us the energy and guidance and pathway moving forward. Okay. One more time. All right, let's go ahead and split these into 3 piles for Capricorn. 1, 2, 3. 10 of Wands. 4 of Wands. Star. All right. You got Sun and Star. So, what else do we not have? The Moon. Sun, Star, Moon. So, what we're doing here for you, Capricorn. Situation. You're not stuck anymore. You're at the end, okay? 10 is the number of endings. Wands, fire, your passion. Words on here are burden, demands, overload, okay? So you can see clearly what it is, Capricorn, that is dragging you down, what's burning you out, okay? Burnout. That card, that's what I feel. So with that, the situation is telling you to let it burn. Let it burn. So you need to let it burn so you can really focus in on what it is that is bringing you stability. Okay, so like I said, this action on how to take that is Scorpio energy. Letting it burn, maybe even doing a burning ritual, lighting something on fire. Let's go ahead and do that right now. I got some candles here. I didn't light them on fire, but now I'm going to. I'm doing that for you, Capricorn. Letting it burn, okay? Let it burn. I feel like there's something that you like. You know what is causing chaos. Take the time to write it down on a piece of paper. Light it on fire. Get rid of it. Purge. Okay. But what is it that we need to embody? What it is that's going to help us is the connections that we have. Because like I said, three came out, and then we got this creativity. Okay, that's what I'm seeing. Be creative. Find a new way to recharge this light. So from this burnout, I know that's you, Capricorn, because that's Capricorn energy. Like you burn out. You burn out quickly. Okay, and so something that you need to do to sustain is really think about what is it that you need to let go of so you're able to continue to be this creative, passionate person, and doing that with people. Okay, creativity, union, freedom. 4, a number of stability. Wands, your fire, your passion. Okay, so it's like dialing it back from 10 to 4. 10 to 4. 10 4. What is that? 10-4. I got it. Roger, I got it. 10-4. Okay. Also, 10-4 makes me think, I know that's a birthday. Libra birthday. One of my friends from when I was a kid, that's her birthday. That's so funny. Okay, so anyways, yeah. You are to purge creatively. Okay. This is what Taurus energy is wanting you to do right now. So in the darkness, in the dark new moon energy of Taurus, to really think about what is it that is burning you out, so you can get rid of it, investigate, and then transmute that energy. All that burnout, like have fun instead. Okay. Go have fun with your friends. Even that Four of Wands. Four of Wands is a card that in the traditional tarot, it depicts a marriage. Okay, so you see there's 2 people on that card together. So maybe it's your partner or a friendship. Anything that you're able to be in that spark together. I'm having hiccups again. Okay. But yes, whatever it takes to get that spark back up. Not worrying about all of the bills you have to pay, all the things that you have to do, but really going back to what is it that lights you up from the inside. Okay. And that can be a friendship, a partnership, creationships. That's what this is showing, that you need to get rid of the burdens so you can be in that creative zone, so you can let the divine give you the message that you need to be able to continue to shine. Okay, so the future guidance here is the star card, guiding light, inspiration, faith, hope, miracles, infinite energy. So you are to recharge your battery. Take some time for yourself to be able to get back in that creative zone so you're able to recharge your energy. Okay, let's look at the cards underneath. See what guidance we have going forward. Ace of Swords. Okay. 6 of Cups. 7 of Swords. So, hey, that's really funny. So, like, when I was looking at this card and I said 10-4, I said, oh, that's a friend from my childhood. Well, this card popped out, which is all about childhood, reconciliation, harmony, and harmony, balance. That is Libra energy. So that's just so funny that some of the words that I say when I am intuitively getting my message out, I see confirmation like right afterwards, like immediately within the cards. So tarot is magical. So much fun. Okay. But anyways, so 10 of Wands. That's where we started. Okay, that's the situation. But now we're being asked to make the changes that we need to. Quit burning yourself out. Quit lighting your fire for other people, so you can use that time to have the new sparks of energy, new sparks of idea come to you of how you're going to handle situations, which you're going to be able to tap into your intuition by being in that creative mindset to be able to get the downloads and be around people that are able to celebrate your fire with you. So you can remember what it was like when you were a child, to see where your creative, to be like a child. Okay, not like throw temper tantrums, but I mean more like go back to how you regulate yourself, how you listen to your body as a kid, like. And I think as we get older, we like kind of start ignoring like, oh, I'm hungry, oh, but I'm busy, I got stuff to do, you know. But like when you're a kid, you're like, oh, my stomach is growling, okay, I got to take care of that. I mean, adults do that too, but it's like when you're busy, Capricorn, you're busy. Okay, so you need to be able to feed yourself, you need to be able to take care of yourself, you need to be there might be either a situation or a person from the past that is there to remind you of who you are. Okay? But with this card being at the end is really telling me don't let people steal your joy, okay? Don't let the people who are in this burnout energy with you steal your joy, okay? Star card, 7 of Swords. That's your future guidance here, is continue shining for yourself, continue being that inspiration of hope for others, but you also need to remember how it is that you can recharge your own battery, okay? Let's look at the tarot, other tarot decks, so we're going to get a final guidance here for you. Final guidance for Capricorn. Okay. What do we get? 4 of Pentacles. 4 of Pentacles. Okay, I'll pull it up here. Oh, can it focus? No, it doesn't want to focus. Okay, let's see. 4 of Pentacles. Here we go. Managing your resources wisely. Extremes in how you give and receive money, time, and emotions. Smart business decisions. Seeing things black or white. Being charitable. Let's look at the picture. Okay. So, yeah, so this card does say theft and dishonesty here, okay? But it's a swords card, so I feel like that is like a mental thing of theft and dishonesty, but also pay attention to your money as well, okay? Make sure you're not giving to people who are just taken from you. Also making sure that you're not giving too much of your energy, time, money to situations, not just people, but to ideas that may be frivolous, okay? So be wise, think about your stability. There's the card, I'll show you again. Managing your resources wisely. And then I'm going to point to here. This here is Archangel Michael, I believe. Let me look and see what that card says in the book. We got the suit of Earth. 4 of Earth. Yeah, Michael. Archangel Michael can release us from all emotions created by the ego. Ask for his help in releasing your energetic connections to emotions and thoughts that no longer serve you. So, yeah, this is that mental energy, okay? Yeah, be honest with yourself. be plan things for yourself, being able to communicate, express, okay? Because the third house is what came out. Communication. So communication is needed, either with your higher self, with the people around you, with Archangel Michael, whatever it takes for you to see the light, drop the burdens, and re-spark that energy inside of you. And then when you do get the next bit of money, the next sustainable thing that you're able to share with others, think wisely before sharing, because you want to make sure there is reciprocity there. That is the message for you, Capricorn. Thank you so much for tuning in, Capricorn. That was for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising. I'm doing readings for all zodiac signs. I think I only have a few more signs left that I haven't done, so I'll roll the dice anyways, because I like rolling dice, but we'll see. We'll see what comes out, because that will help me remember who the next reading's for anyways. So, awesome. Thank you so much for tuning in. Welcome, everyone. My name is Daniela, Purple Star Tarot. I am your Cosmic Cleric and your Dice Diviner. Here I roll the astrology dice so we can see what the cosmos want you to focus on. And then we consult the tarot and oracle cards just to see what the guidance and energy going forward is. So these readings I'm doing today are for new moon in Taurus energy. We're going to be looking at the cosmic frequencies surrounding this energy. And we're using astrology and tarot to do so. So, little background here on Taurus energy, that Taurus is all about grounding, stability, embodiment, and building something sustainable. So while we're in this Taurus season, these are the things that we need to be thinking about for all zodiac signs. We all have all the zodiac signs within us, even though you may not see them pop up on your chart like you expect, but it's all there. You're made of stars. All the stars are within you. You are stardust, okay? So, anyways, I'm going to roll the one astrology dice here, the Zodiac one, and that's going to tell us who the next reading is for. We already did for Leo. We did for Scorpio. Aries. Aries, you're next. Okay, and I think after this I might have just, like, one more? I think I might have one more. If anyone's been watching the whole time, let me know what I've done. If not, it's all good. I'll figure it out. So, Aries, next reading is for you. Okay, so I'm going to roll the astrology dice, like I said. This is going to tell us what Aries needs to hear from Spirit. Okay, let's roll the dice. All right. Okay. First one we got is Mercury. That's the situation. We have Pisces for the actions. And we have the 8th house to show us where in our life this is playing out in. Okay? So, Aries. First thing for you is Mercury. Okay? Mercury is the messenger. The divine cosmic messenger is Mercury. Okay? I'll show you the card. Mercury. Messages. Let me look at this card closer. This is interesting. So we got these like two snakes on this card. You see that? And it's like those two snakes are fighting with each other. One's a dark snake, one's a light snake. So I'm feeling like one of them is like... I feel like this is like your intuition. Like the divine downloads that you get. The messages that you're receiving is like... One, like, the darkness is, like, fighting with the light. Okay. Anyways, let's look and see what the next one looks like. Pisces is the action to take around the messages, the downloads, the communication that you're divinely receiving. Pisces energy is your dreams, your intuition. So, really feeling that, okay? Sensitize. Pisces. I feel like this is telling you to like listen to how you feel when you get these messages, but then also taking that time to like meditate and like understand what's your feelings and what is outside influence. Okay. The eighth house in astrology is where this is all playing out, and this is that's like the divine mystery there. Okay. Eighth house energy, that, let's see, eighth house, oh yeah, that's linked with Scorpio, so that's that hidden inside like transformation. Okay, the mysteries of life. Okay, so Mercury, Pisces, eighth house. I feel like the message here for you, Aries, is you need to be able to distinguish and discern in your mind what is coming from you and what's not. What's being given to you by the divine and what's not. Okay, making that inquiry. Okay. Eighth house energy is all about transformation. It's also about the occult. So really listen, Aries, is, are you being told what it is from outside sources that are helpful or harmful? Feel into that. Okay. Now let's look at tarot cards and see what we got for you, Aries. Okay. All right. Three of Pentacles, Knight of Swords, Ten of Wands. Okay. Three of Pentacles. Three of Pentacles is your money, is your creativity, is your community. The words on here is enterprise, success, talent, and teaching. Okay, so the areas I'm talking to, your situation is that you have the divine teacher putting messages and signs all around you. And you are to listen to your higher self to discern how you're able to rebuild from this chaotic, fiery situation that you've been in. Okay? I'm saying that because we have here the Knight of Swords is the second one. Is like, I just heard like chicken with his head cut off. I don't know if you've been feeling that way. But a knight works very quickly, and if you're quickly walking around swinging swords, that like someone's head's going to get cut, right? But you got to listen to where you're poking and see if this place that you're poking makes sense. We have highs and lows and conflict, tension. Okay, so I feel like there has been a situation that you went on an adventure, you realized that this is maybe you weren't. Okay, so like I said, like listening to the messages, that's communication, that's Mercury, but eighth house is like there was some mystery to it, and you're like, I feel like you're a person that like, okay, you feel like you can always trust your intuition, and you're like, oh, my higher self, my divine self is telling me I need to go on this journey, this successful enterprise, and be with these people to be able to be grounded, but it's rocky, it's ups and downs, and this is leading to this burden, overload, demands. So I feel like it doesn't feel right. Like my ankle and knee just started hurting. So listen to your body, be able to make the moves that you need to make, because I feel like you were misguided. Like I said, like the black snake is overpowering the white snake here, which, I mean, not everything is black and white, but like you need to take the time to feel to really take the time to regulate your nervous system, do some breathing, some meditation to be able to understand what is your energy, so you're able to understand, like, is this for me? Do I need to make a change? Do I need to make a move? Yeah, so the card underneath here is a tower. So yeah, like something, whatever you were going for this past situation, there was a conflict here, and that's why you're needing to make a release. Situation is showing that you need to make some kind of release, or something needs to change, and it's going to change for you whether you like it or not, because that Knight of Swords is like, it's tension, it's hard. So underneath that one we have the Seven of Wands. Seven of Wands, it's telling you challenge, courage. I just heard that song, ooh child, things are gonna get easier, ooh they're gonna get brighter. So yeah, someday, yeah, I think things are changing, okay? And you're needing to go make those changes, but you need to release what is fiery to you, because that was the card that we had here. Fire, we had fire on that, fire on here, fire on the mountain. If you're on a mountain, you've reached the highest high of where you can be at that situation, so you need to let go of it, with that eighth house mystery, purging, transformation energy, lots of transformation. So if you're feeling, Aries, that this is time to make a big change, this is it. You can't go back to where you came from. What's that saying? I don't care if you go home, but you can't stay here. I don't know why that came to my mind, but yeah, making a change. And then underneath the Ten of Wands, we had the Mother Star card. So like, yes, I'm saying, I feel like that's just like confirmation of, yes, like I'm right on with this situation I'm talking about. Let's see what's underneath there. King of Wands, motivation, honor, standards. Okay, so Aries, the message for you is to take that time to reevaluate like your situation that you're in, so you can see that, okay, just be, maybe you're somebody who says that, oh, my intuition's always right on, but like for some reason this message might have been misguided. This could have been, you know, your ego taking over to say, hey, I am your intuition, but really your higher self is like, oh wait, that's why everything is crumbling right now. But things are gonna turn around, but you just have to have the courage to make those changes, and not be that bullheaded, you know, Aries ram, where you just act on impulse. You need to think about it, so you're not being impulsively guided, and also not being stubborn to not make the change that you know that you need to make. So yes, if you're feeling burnout, it's because you're on the wrong path, or you're not around the right people, and it's kind of draining you. Let's look at a final card from this tarot deck. Oh, that one popped out. What is that? The Magician. The Magician. Magic is alive in your life. What you need to be is successful manifest. If you believe it, you can do it. Okay. So like I said, take that time to really listen to yourself, listen to what is motivating you, so you can really be wise to go the right direction. You have all the tools you need. So I kind of feel like wrong place, wrong time, maybe, or right. Now I'm thinking of that song from the 90s, Roll to Me by Dimitri. Oh gosh. But no, the thing is that you have it all. It was the right effort, but maybe the wrong place. Misdirected. So really keep your head up high. know that you are working for what it is that you know that you're supposed to be doing in this life. You're listening to the messages, but I think you had many options and you just went to the wrong one. Yeah, that's the message for you, Aries. That resonates. Let me know. I'd love to hear your comments. You can go ahead and leave a comment there. Like and subscribe. Follow me. If you're listening to this and you're not an Aries, Sun, Moon, or Rising, but you know someone who is, go ahead and share this message with them because they probably needed to hear this, okay? Thank you so much. Again, also, if you are interested in personal readings, I am open for readings as well. The link is in my bio, as well as on, just send me a message. purplestar-tarot.com is my website address. But until then, we're going to keep rolling the dice, following the current, and receiving the cosmic messages. All right. So, who do we have next? I think we have done everyone except for... Good question. I'm not sure who we have not done for yet. I should really write this down. Let me just roll the dice and we will see if I think Libra is next. Okay, let me look at the dice. I did Capricorn, Pisces, Aquarius, Scorpio, Cancer, Virgo, Sagittarius. Yeah, I think Libra's next. I think Libra's last, actually. And then I'm going to go hang out with my Libra after this. So, let me get this set up. All right. What's up, everyone? Hi, this is Daniela, Purple Star Tarot. I am your Cosmic Cleric and Dice Diviner. I roll all these astrology dice first to see who the reading is for, and then I use all 3 dice to see what Cosmos wants you to focus on right now. So then after that, I will consult the tarot deck, astrology, or oracle cards for the energy, guidance, and the pathway moving forward. Okay, so this reading is going to be for Libra. Let me get that turned on. This is me reading for Libra, and this is for the cosmic frequency surrounding the energy of the new moon in Taurus. So Taurus energy is all about grounding, stability, embodiment, and building something sustainable. So this is a very powerful time to reflect on things like your money patterns, your body wisdom, your nervous system regulation, relationships and reciprocity, consistency, rebuilding after chaos, sensuality, creativity, and value alignment. So now let's go ahead and roll all 3 Zodiac dice, all 3 astrology dice, and see what the cosmos wants you to focus on, Libra. 4th house. All right. Okay, so, Libra, this is asking you to focus on communicating stability within the home. That's what came to me just by looking at those. So let me show you the cards so I can tell you why, so we can use our intuition together to discern what the message is for you. But I will go back to this also as well. New moon in Taurus. Know your worth. Know your worth so you can really be grounded in everything around you. Okay? So, first one that we're looking at is Mercury. And with Mercury, that is about communication. That is messages. That is divine cosmic messenger that speaks to you. I'll show you this. Mercury. Messages. Okay? Really being able to discern what messages are for you and what messages are not for you is very important. And then with Taurus, the Taurus energy I will show you the card here for Taurus. Taurus is about what you are able to sustain and grow, okay? And then finally, where in your life is it all playing out? And it's playing out for you in your fourth house. So that's why I said at home. So this is looking at your family patterns, looking at what home looks like, but also looking at how you can grow your home, how you can help sustain your home, building on your home. Then this is really telling you to listen to the divine wisdom and guidance that's coming from within inside the home, which is yourself, but also the people that are around you that are helping with guidance. Okay, so let's look at tarot cards and see what we got for the message. The tarot is going to give us the energy, guidance, and path moving forward. And this is for in the new moon in Taurus season. All right, let's go. 3 piles for Libra, Death, 4 of Cups, Queen of Cups. Okay. So, new beginnings, transformation, change. Okay? Making changes in life to be able to listen to the messages to help you with stability, rebuilding after chaos. That's the one that's popping out for me right now. Being able to rebuild after chaotic situations when it comes to home and stability. Okay, so looking at the second one here, we have 4 of Cups. 4 of Cups. The words on here are yearning, disillusion, and boredom. So I kind of feel like things are not moving as quickly as you want them to go. When it comes to stability in the home, I feel like the Libra I'm talking to here, like they're kind of like losing patience. I kind of feel like a little bit losing patience when it comes to making this big change. Like they want to see the love that they give out to the world to come back to them. And I say that because we got 4 of Cups and we got Queen of Cups. Queen is receptive energy. Queen is just receiving energy from those around, being very compassionate and loving. That's what they're putting out there. But this is the situation right now is kind of just waiting for it to happen. You know, like that stability that they're wanting to see in the home. We got 4 here and we got 4 there. 4, 4. 4, 4, 4. All the 4s there is like you are being, you're being protected from beyond. Okay? But really being able to listen to those messages, even if they are coming in slowly. Being able to see that change is happening, even if it's happening slowly. What we got underneath here? We got Ace of Swords. We got 2 of Wands. And we got 8 of Pentacles. Okay. Wow, okay. That's awesome. I'm glad to see that for you, Libra. So what we have here is that, like I said, with the new beginnings, changes happening here. We got the word change on the card right underneath it too. So it's like changing... Change your mind. Okay, change your mind is what this really is. It's like Swords is your mental energy. Aces are brand new beginnings. But when I said that, I heard change your heart. A song that Beck does a cover of. Everybody's got to learn sometimes. Change your heart. Okay, so with that, success and change. So it's like, yes, you are making changes. Big transformations are happening in your life. That's the situation, because you're listening to these divine messages that you're receiving of the changes that you need to make. And that's where this is coming in. This is like that spark of divinity that's coming in, telling you, okay, this is going to be very successful if you make that decision, you make that change. And yes, You may be sitting around kind of like waiting for it to happen, but with the fire that you keep burning, the plans that you're making for your future, the partnerships that you have, that you're able to see that things are growing. Two of Wands, like I said, partnership, slow moving, and then cultivate. I don't know. I just like thought like I don't know, like maybe the Libra I'm talking to, like someone might be birthing a new project or making a new project together with somebody, because we got sparks going here, we got fire going. But what we're seeing for the future guidance here for you Libra is, okay, yes, Queen of Cups, Eight of Pentacles. Listening to your creativity, going based on intuition. Like sometimes things move quickly, sometimes things move slowly, and that's what I'm feeling is going on right now for you with this Eight of Pentacles, is that it is going slow, but it's more of that slow and steady wins the race kind of energy, because you have years of hard work that you've been doing, years of things that you've been working on, but now you're able to actually put that into fruition. Okay. So all of this is going to be able to pan out, but you're going to be busy bee until it happens. Okay. And it's all going to be working out for you in the home. So that is the guidance here from tarot, but I'm going to look at one more card from another deck, and this is going to give us the final message here for you, Libra. Okay, let's see. Okay, this one wanted to come out. Seven of Fire. We don't have that up here? No, Seven of Fire. Seven of Wands, okay? Stand up for yourself and your beliefs. Have confidence. Challenge those in power, but also choose your battles wisely. Okay? So, let's see how this goes together. Two of Wands. That's the other wands that we have here, the other fire that we have here. So it's like, yes, you are making this change. You are making this change, but you also need to go with the flow of what's going on. Because like this card, that's, yes, it's boring because it's slow moving, but it's stable. You know, it lines up with this Taurus energy here. It's like this is going to be a big change that's happening, big transformation that you're going through right now, but it's going towards stability. It's going to be slow going, but it's going to also relate to the partnerships that you're keeping around, and you don't want to have any battles with other people. Like it says, choose your battles wisely, but also be confident to be able to speak up when you're like, okay, I know that this is a change that we need to make when it comes to your household, when it comes to the life that you're living with the people that you're with, when it comes to stability with the fourth house of where this is playing out at. So yes, you're going to work hard on what it is that you know you bring to the table, but you also are needing to choose your battles wisely. Listen to when you're being divinely guided to speak up and say something, do so. If it's for the stability of your home, you have to speak up. But also know that if you are always in this go mindset, this analytical, I need to work hard, I need to push forward, but it's moving slowly, knowing that this Queen is the guidance here. Queen is receptive energy. You're letting it come to you. You're being in creative mind. You're being in free flow intuition mind. And then when it comes to doing the hard work, you're doing that on maybe your body, maybe on the physical things that you're learning and studying and discovering, because the more that you work on your solo quest, that you're able to be more confident because you'll have something to show for it. Okay, I'm going to look at this angel card to see what angel that is referring to there here. Let's see. It has an AR on it. Okay, so let's see. 7 of Fire. And by the way, if you're interested, this deck that I'm using for the angel cards, Angel Wisdom Tarot. Okay, I really love this deck. But here we go. Seven of Fire. Ariel. Relating back to strength, you're reminded of just how powerful you are. Archangel Ariel, the lioness of God, will stand by your side through any challenge. Okay, so let's see what else pops out to me when I look here. Listen to your intuition and your instincts. If this matter is extremely important to you, then stand your ground. If it's just a sort of a whatever, don't waste your energy. So yes, I feel like because you are looking for the future of your success when it comes to the stability of your home, that you're wanting to communicate about it, but it's telling you to communicate wisely, and only communicate what you're being divinely guided that is going to help, not harm the situation. I hope that makes sense for you. All right. Libra, that was a message for you. Thank you so much for letting me read for you. I believe I've done all 12 zodiac signs now. So this was a live stream that was going on for almost 3 hours now. So I am done doing tarot for tonight. I will be breaking up this into 12 different videos. If I find that there's one zodiac sign I didn't read for, I will do that as well. But as for now, like I said, if this message resonated with you, Libra, feel free to share this. Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising. Like, subscribe. And if you want to book a personal reading, I'm also open for personal readings. You can always book that through my website or through any of my social media. Send me a message and I'll be able to help you. I also do instant virtual tarot readings. So I take phone calls. I do readings over the phone. So all my information is on my website. But until next time, so good to talk to you. We'll continue rolling the dice, following the current, and receiving cosmic messages. Again, my name is Daniela, Purple Star Tarot, your cosmic cleric and dice diviner, and thank you so much for tuning in. You have a good one. Thank you. Goodbye.